doing a mat routine using the wall for tactile feedback on articulation and stabilization. I am including a TheraBand with today's stretches if you would like to get one. We're going to begin the routine by finding our neutral spine against the wall. So I'm going to lean my back against the wall. I've kicked my feet away from the baseboard. The further your feet are from the baseboard, the easier it will be to locate your neutral spine on the wall. Let's go ahead with our feet. I don't know, and are like foot and a half, 2 feet away from the wall. I've lifted my ponytail in case you have one so that I can locate the base of my skull against the wall. I can open up my shoulder blades nice and wide, feel them flat on the wall. It'll locate my ribs. So I'm against the wall all the way to the 12th rib. Inhale. Exhale to flatten my sacrum against the wall. I have that slight curve or lift between my sacrum and my 12th rib and my low back. Sometimes it's easier to find your neutral spine again if you have your arms in a slight V with your palms facing outward to facilitate putting your shoulder blades flat against the wall. I am standing in a Pilates V. This is the most comfortable position for me. You may stand parallel with your feet together if you'd like. I'm grounding through the feet. I'm finding my neutral spine. I have energy coming up out of my head. I'm going to take an inhale. Trying not to breathe out the front of my body, but rather expand my ribs on this side. And exhale, bringing them back together. I'm going to inhale again. Practicing breathing out the sides of my ribs rather than the air coming out the front. My ribs are going to expand to the sides. I'm going to exhale, drawing everything together. On this next breath, I'm going to try to put more breath into my low lungs, down at the bottom of my ribs. Let's try that one more time. This is called lateral breathing. From there, I'm going to, without moving anything on my back or shoulders, I'm going to bring my arms down on my side. Then I'm going to inhale to lift my arms to where my 12th rib and my sternum meet. So not all the way up to my shoulders, down a little lower, and exhale to lower my arms. I'm going to inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. As I do, I'm going to make sure that I have not imprinted my low back into the wall. I'm working to lift on the inhale, and exhale, draw my belly button, my spine to lower. 2 more. One more. Still reaching my fingers long. I'm going to make tiny, tiny circles the size of a golf ball. With my middle finger, let's say, I'm going to lift them all the way up. Circle, 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 lifting my arms to the 12th rib and exhaling with the same circles to bring my arms back down. Trying to keep my body stable against the wall, not letting them shake. When I lift my arms, I'm not allowing my bottom ribs to pop off the wall and flare in the front. Exhale. I'm going to inhale again. Circle still going the same way. Exhale. Circle's going the same way down as I do up. Woo. Had a little hitch there. One more. Inhale. Exhale. From there, I'm going to reverse my circles for 4 up and down breaths. One more time. I'm going to inhale up and exhale lower. So let's go ahead and inhale and exhale. Keeping everything neutral on the wall. Inhale. By now, you should be finding that it's a little bit easier to maintain your position against the wall. It does feel different than coming in a neutral spine on the mat. Gravity is not really helping to pull your body down. 2 more. Inhale up. Wide shoulder blades. Wide and flat. Platformed against the wall behind you. One more set of tiny circles. From there, I'm going to walk my feet in just a little bit, maintaining my neutral spine, making it a little bit more difficult from here. I'm going to hold my arms down by my sides. We're going to scissor our arms, raising them only to where our 12th rib and our sternum meet. I'm going to lift my right arm and then switch to the left. And right and left. Maintaining the stability of my body by drawing my belly button to my spine and cinching together my corset of support or vest of support around my ribs so they're not flaring and platforming out my shoulder blades. One more. Lower your left arm. We're going to do wide circles, again, only up to our 12th rib and sternum. Lift my arms up, open them. Open them as wide as you can without lifting your ribs off the wall, and lower. Up and open and lower. So you're really warming up the shoulder joints in a nice, easy fashion. Drive the belly button to the spine. Drawing everything together towards the midline. Shooting energy in, out through our feet, and out through the top of our head. And now reverse. Lift your arms up. Exhale to draw your ribs closer, and lower your arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, and lower. I have my arms and some easy belly arms for me. You can keep some nice loose arms without hyperextending your elbows. Here's 4. Shoulder blades wide and flat. 5, like hug a tree arms. If you're familiar with that from the classical reformer. And 6. From here, we're going to practice a few exercises that we'll also be doing on the mat, but we're going to try them on the wall first. Really get some tactile feedback. I'm going to bring my arms up out of my 12th rib. Inhale, I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, leaving space between my chin and my chest to hold an apple, an orange. I'm going to curl up to the tips of my shoulder blades, really curling up over my sternum, feeling my spine really reaching round in a uniform curve. I'm going to articulate back, place the base of my skull against the wall. I'm going to exhale to curl up. Inhale back. One more. Exhale to curl up. Keep your hands down by your side. We're going to do 2 10 counts of the hundreds here, just to practice our stability against the wall. Make sure everything's staying stable. You're moving only from your shoulder joint, pumping your arm. We are going to do this again on the mat. So we're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale. Lift it back up and articulate back down. We're also going to do 2 roll-ups against the wall. They are much more enjoyable to do against the wall. I'm going to begin and end with my hands coming out of my 12th rib sternum area. I'm going to inhale, nodding my chin to my chest. I'm going to begin to articulate my spine off the wall. When my sacrum begins to lift, I'm going to exhale to fold over my feet, reaching to whatever level is comfortable for me towards the mat. I'm going to inhale to pull back, drawing my belly button strongly towards my spine, maintaining a gentle curve in my back, or a uniform curve. When my sacrum hits, I'm going to exhale, articulating my spine against the wall, bringing my arms out of my sternum and 12th rib. I'm going to inhale again, nodding my chin to my chest. Exhale when your sacrum begins to leave the wall. Inhale and pull back. Very slowly. Gravity's not yanking you down, so you can really note this. Exhale when your sacrum touches the wall. Coming back up to standing. Go ahead. Step off the wall. Shake out your legs. We're going to go ahead and come down onto the mat. We're going to hold on behind my knees. We're going to exhale, roll down. Then we're going to bring my knees into tabletop. Raise my arms up to the ceiling. I'm going to locate my neutral spine before I do anything. We are going to do the same 3 exercises of curl-up hundreds and roll-ups in order. We are going to only do about 2 roll-ups because we are going to do some additional roll-ups as well. I'm going to inhale, exhale to curl up, reaching my fingertips strongly for the end of the mat, not sinking into my low back, but maintaining connection with my bottom ribs and my sacrum. Inhale down and exhale to curl. Inhale down, exhale to curl up. Extend your feet to working level. Pilates feet or turned out. Tweeze your seat, squeeze your legs together. Drop your belly to your spine. Maintain your neutral position and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale as if you're fogging a mirror. Inhale And exhale. Don't crunch your chin to your chest. Squeeze your heels strongly together. Nice, long, strong fingers pumping from your shoulder blades. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 8. I'm sorry, 9. Here's the last set. Stop right there. Bring your arms over your head. Bring your feet down to the mat. Everything touches at the same time. We are going straight into roll-ups. I'm good. Inhale, floating my chin to my chest. Exhale to fold over my feet. Inhale to pull back. Drawing my belly button as strongly to my spine as I did against the wall. Place my sacrum to the mat. And exhale my arms over the head. Inhale. Exhale to fold over my feet. Inhale to pull back. And the C-shape curve the whole time. Exhale down to the mat. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Folding over my feet. Exhale. To pull back. Coming down to the mat. From here, we're going to layer on to our routine just a little bit with just some leg raises and some foot slides. So I'm going to inhale, loading my chin, my chest, articulating up to sitting straight up, and I'm pulling my left knee in so my foot is flat on the mat. My foot is lined up with my knee. You might not make it, they're perfectly fine. Inhale to tuck my tail. Exhale, roll down to the mat. I'm going to inhale to roll up. Exhale, dragging my right foot in, sitting straight up. Inhale, tucking my tailbone. And exhale down to the mat. From there, I'm going to bring my foot up with a bent knee to tabletop. I'm going to inhale. Just sitting, drag my foot up to tabletop. Really reaching in on my abs, crunching my leg in with my abs, not my quad and my hip flexor. Exhale to lower. 1 more the other side. Inhale. Exhale to curl up, lifting your leg up to tabletop, reaching strongly with your fingers towards the end of the mat. Inhale to tuck the tailbone. Exhale to lower. Let's do 1 more in tabletop or the foot flat on the mat, your choice. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tuck your tailbone. Exhale, articulate back. Inhale. Bring your foot up to tabletop. Exhale. Inhale. Articulate down to the mat. From there, I'm going to be using the wall again for my single leg circles. I'm going to come facing my wall so that I'm laying with my body straight up. You can't see my head, you can see my legs. That's all you need right now. I'm going to lift my right leg up. I've located my neutral spine. I'm platforming my arms straight by my side. My heel of my left foot is pressing in to the wall or the baseboard. I have my other foot flexed as well. I'm going to maintain connection with my heel against the wall or baseboard the entire exercise. The tactile feedback is going to let me know if I'm rocking or if I've gone too far in my circles. I'm going to inhale my leg across the midline and exhale it back up. It will be a slower exercise so that you can control your rocking. And inhale and exhale. 2 more in this direction. Inhale. 1 more. Stopping at the top. I'm going to reverse. I'm going to inhale my leg to the outside and exhale it across the midline. And inhale. Exhale. Here's 3. Here's 4. 1 more. 5. From there, I'm going to switch my feet and take a moment to adjust. Make sure that my heel is really pressing into the wall. My other foot is straight into the flexed foot. I'm going to inhale my leg across the midline. Exhale it to the outside of my body. And inhale. Here's 3. And 4. Really dropping your belly button to your spine as you lift your leg back up in the air. I'm going to inhale my leg away from the body. Exhale across my body, across the midline. Inhale away from the midline. Exhale across. Here's 3. Here's 4. And here is 5. I draw my knees into my chest. Rock up to sitting. And bring myself over to the front of my mat. We're going into rolling like a ball, and then the series of 5. I'm going to come to the front of my mat. My feet are together in the center of my body. My knees are separated. It would be nice if they'd be no wider than your shoulders. I understand that some people are unable to do that though. I will place my hands somewhere underneath my patella or above my ankle to draw my legs into my body. I'm going to hover my feet off of the mat. Take my tailbone slightly. Look in at my belly button. Draw my shoulders down my back. Place more pressure on my feet. Blade edge. I'm going to inhale. Exhale to first contract my abs. Draw my ribs towards my hip. I'm going to release. Inhale. Those of you with osteoporosis, osteopenia, neck problems, lower back problems, this is as far as you should probably go on rolling like a ball. For osteoporosis and osteopenia, this is definitely as far as I recommend you going. One more. Stop it right there. For those of you continuing with this, please continue on with the modified pre-rolling like a ball exercise. For those of you moving on, we're going to inhale, squeezing our glutes, rolling back to the tips of our shoulders. Exhale to roll up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Looking at your belly button the whole time. So maintain the uniform C-shaped curve of your back. If you begin to flap higher or your lower back slaps against the mat, try curling in and looking at your belly button a little bit more strongly. Okay, stopping right there. Pardon me. I'm going to take my right hand, place it on the inside of my left knee, take my left hand, place it on my left ankle, extend my right leg to working level, articulate my back down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, pull, and switch. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 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 inhale through the center. 6, here's 7, and 8. From there, we're going straight into the sit double leg pull, and then we're going to take a break. I'm going to inhale, extending my arms and feet long. Energy shooting out my fingers, energy shooting out my toes. Exhale, my arms for a T. And pull everything back in, maintaining the same level of curl the whole time. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Don't lose your neutral spine or allow your pelvis to rock. Try to take your legs a little lower. Keeping your curl up. 3 more. Here's 7. Don't allow your arms to travel back behind your biceps towards the floor. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Go back up on the mat. Now they don't need to swing around by the wall. I'm going to inhale to prayer, exhale to curl, extend my legs to the ceiling. I'm going to turn them out to a Pilates speed for scissors. Your hand may be anywhere that you would like on your leg to give it a little pull. I'm going to extend my right leg long, reach it. Grab my left leg. Instead of pulling yourself up to your leg, extend your elbows wide to bring your leg to your nose and switch. And extend your elbows wide. I'm moving my leg, giving it a stretch, not yanking out of my curl up. I'm maintaining the stability of my curl up the entire time. Here's 5 and 6 and 7. Here's 8 I'm going to bring both legs to the ceiling. Bring my head in my hands. Press my head in my hands in my head to maintain the space between my chin and my chest. I'm going to grab my belly to my stomach. 1, 2, 3 inches. Exhale. Lift my legs. Drop 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. Lift. Before you move your legs, watch your belly drop and lift. 1, 2, 3. And lift. Here's 4. This is 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. And 8. We are going straight into elbow to knee. I'm going to bend my left knee, extend my right leg long without losing my curl up. I'm bringing my right underarm to my left knee. Inhale, exhale, switch. Bring my left underarm to my right knee. And exhale. My pelvis or sacrum and hips are completely stable. I'm rotating from the belly up. I'm not dipping or losing my curl up in between the sides. Last set. Come back to the center. Grab your knees. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Go ahead and give yourself a little rock from side to side. Hold on to your knees. Roll back up to sitting. We're going to be using the wall again. I'm going to come sitting straight up against the wall. Straight up on my sits bones. I'm going to find neutral spine against the wall. Just like standing, but sitting. We are going into spine stretch and soft. Sorry, checking for my door, width for my door. I'm going to separate my feet, hip distance apart or a little wider. Extend your legs straight unless you have hip or lower back tightness or problems. Go ahead and bend your legs as you need to, really pressing in to the floor with your heels so that you can maintain stability. You want to feel as if both sits bones are glued to the floor and your heels are glued to the floor. Bring your arms up. We are going to be moving in to the spine stretch. We're going to be doing a 4-count spine stretch today. We're going to be utilizing the curl up that we did against the wall during warm up for this. So I'm going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, nodding my chin to my chest, coming out to where my shoulder blades are, my hips, my shoulders to the wall. I'm going to exhale to peel my spine off the wall, rounding over my legs. I'm going to inhale to pull back. Exhale to come up. This should also remind you of when we did roll up against the wall. Inhale, nodding chin to chest. Exhale over. Inhale, pull back. Exhale up. And we're going to inhale on the 1. Exhale to fold over on 2. Inhale to pull back on 3 to the tips of the shoulder blades. Exhale to sit straight up. Base of the skull on the wall 4. Inhale 1. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 4. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Place your hands on your thighs very quickly. We're moving to stop. This is where the gluing of your sits bones and your heels is very important. If you have your knees pop, I'm going to bring my arms out to a T. I'm going to rotate across, bringing my shoulder with my hands for him. I'm going to exhale to dive down. Soft my knee toe. I'm going to articulate back up, placing my vertebra on the wall, open to a T. I'm going to come across, bringing my shoulder off the wall with the arm that's reaching. Exhale to articulate off, turn my belly to my spine, and open to a T. And the other way. And exhale, dive. Try to keep my shoulders as square as possible as I go to dive, soft my baby toe. And up, and other way. Inhale through the center, and exhale to dive. And inhale up to switch sides, and exhale. Final one, through the center. Through the center. Place your hands down by your side. Shake your legs out. Give them a little shimmy. We are going to be moving in to swan. I'm going to come lying onto my stomach. I'm going to squeeze my legs together using my glutes and my inner thighs. It's going to protect my low back. I'm also going to be drawing my belly button up towards my spine and bringing my ribs together and down so they're not flaring. I'm going to come laying down, my forehead on my mat. My hands are going to be under my shoulders and my biceps are going to be squeezing my ribs. I'm drawing my shoulders down my back even here. I'm going to inhale to press myself up into swan, articulating up, snaking up for my head first. From there, I'm going to articulate back down. Forehead coming to rest on the mat last. You may push up as far as you can, as long as you can keep your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale down. One more. Inhale to press up. And exhale to press down. From here, we're going to be moving on to a one-armed swan. It's more of a tricep press. I'm going to be using my right arm first. I'm taking my right hand and I'm moving it about an inch closer to the midline than it is directly under my shoulder. I'm not bringing it directly to the middle of my body because it will cause my right shoulder to round in and cause even more instability. I'm going to take my left hand, wing my elbow out to the side, and place my hand in the middle where my fingertips will be touching the middle of my forehead. From there, I'm going to inhale, tricep pressing, coming up into a snake. I'm going to exhale, back down with control. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to add on. Squeeze your legs together, draw your belly to your spine to protect your low back. If this is not a good exercise for you, please feel free to do regular swan or to press back into a child's pose. From here, we're going to add a slight twist. I'm going to inhale to press up. I'm going to twist slightly towards my elbow that's open. I'm going to extend my elbow, not twisting any further, just an extension. I'm going to bend my elbow back, rotate back to the center, and exhale to lower back down. Inhale to press up, tricep press. Exhale to open slightly to the side, just a tiny cervical twist. Extend my arm, bend my arm, come back. Exhale to come back down on the mat. From there, I'm going to place my left hand first under my shoulder, and then slide it about an inch closer into my midline. I'm going to take my right hand, place my fingertips so they're pointing in towards the middle of my forehead. I'm going to inhale to tricep press up, and exhale to control the swan back down. I'm going to inhale to press up, squeeze my glutes and hamstrings, draw my belly to my spine. This is not part of the classical repertoire. I'm going to inhale to the left. I'm going to exhale to rotate slightly, looking back at my elbow. Open my arm at an angle, bend my arm, come back to the center, and exhale to lower. If you are unable to rotate because of your shoulder, extend your arm, please do not do so. One more. Inhale to press up. Open, close, rotate back, and press down. From there, I'm going to press straight back into a child's pose. I'm going to take a few seconds here, take a few breaths. I'm going to take my left arm and thread it under my right arm first, looking out under my right arm towards that hand. I'm going to replace my left hand, take my right hand and thread it out under my left arm, looking over at that. I'm going to come back to the center. I'm going to walk myself back up to sitting, articulating my spine all the way up. From there, guys, we are going to go ahead and do sideline legs that are back against the wall. So, I'm going to come onto my side. I'm going to line up. I'm going to find neutral spine while lying against the wall. I'm going to rock forward slightly on my thigh meat on the front. I'm going to take my feet and kick them out to really platform them in the front at an angle, hinging at my hips. I am going to take my bottom arm, make a little pillow out of it. What you are going to know if you're rocking, because your top glute or the back of your hip will start whacking against the wall, and so will your top shoulder blade. So we want to place some weight in that. Draw our belly to our spine. Lift your front leg. We're going to point that foot to kick it forward and flex it to pull it back. We're not going to be able to pull it back past the midline. We're just going to stack our feet on top of each other. Kick it out again. Drawing your belly button to your spine to pull your leg back. Here's 3. Here's 4. Lifting up out of the side closest to the mat. Here's 6. Make sure that you have a lift in your side. Squeezing our glutes and hamstrings. 9. And here is 10. From there, I'm going to squeeze my top leg, my bottom leg, shooting energy out of my foot, and lift, and squeeze. It's as if my leg is moving through mud. I'm really creating the tension internally for this move. So it's up to me to make this move harder. Make sure that your top shoulder and top hip are not pressing into that wall. Leave your foot on the top, and now squeeze to lift and lower, squeeze, lower, squeeze. 3, 4, 5, lift up out of your side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. Turn your feet out to a Pilates V, point them. We're going to kick our foot up and flex to lower, squeezing our inner thighs. A lot of people have a tendency to twist back onto their top hip when they do this. If you have a tendency to twist back into your top hip, you will feel the wall. Try bringing your leg slightly out in front of you. Just because the exercise is called up down doesn't mean that your hip is made in a way that will let you lift your leg straight up to the side. That's not saying that people don't have legs that can do that. Your leg just might not be one of them. 9, and here is 10. Go ahead and bring your foot up to hip height, moving from where your tushy and your thigh meet. We're going to do 10 tiny circles, sides to a grapefruit in each direction. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to flex both feet. They're still turned out. I'm going to come into a demi-point position on my toes, where I'm pressing my toes into the mat. I'm still lifting up out of my side. I'm going to hot potato my foot, tapping my heel in front, and reaching my foot behind, which is why we kicked our feet up slightly from the wall, so we can continue to hot potato. Make sure that your top hip and your top shoulder are not hitting the mat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From there, we're going to come up to sitting. We're going to swing our legs around to the other side. Adjustments will most likely have to be made. I'm going to come. I'm going to locate my neutral spine against the wall first. I'm going to bring my feet, hinging at my hips. I'm going to kick them out slightly in front of me. I'm going to rock forward on my thigh meat so that my top hip and my top shoulder are not pressing in to the wall. And I'm also protecting my low back in this position. I'm going to bring my foot up to hip height, point it to kick it forward, and flex it to pull it back, only as far as my feet are stacked on top of each other. And point, and flex, and drawing my abs into my spine. Inhale, exhale. Here's 4. And 5. An important part of not rolling back onto that top hip is to protect the additional pressure in your low back. If you have sciatica pain or anything like that, it can cause that to flare up. And here is 10. Shooting energy out of your heel, we're going to squeeze our leg as if we're pointed through mud to squeeze our thighs together and pull it apart. And squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Here's 3. And lift. And 4. And lift. Make sure you're not pressing in with your top hip or top shoulder. Here's 8. And 9. And 10. Leave your foot lifted. Now squeeze your bottom leg to your top of the earth thighs. Here's 1. Don't sink into your side. Leave a lift. Here's 3. Don't flip back under your top hip or shoulder. Here's 7. Belly to spine. 8, 9, and 10. From there, I'm going to turn my feet out to a Pilates feet. Again, really make sure that you're not twisting back on your hip when you bring your leg up. So inhale up and exhale, flex and squeeze my inner thighs. And inhale. Here's 3. And lift to the point of foot. Exhale to squeeze and lower. 6, 7, 8. Go ahead and check out your lineup. Make sure that you're not tucking your tailbone. And 10. Point energy out of your toe. Lift your foot up to hip height from where your glute and your tushy meet. 10 small circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From there, I'm going to flex both feet. I'm going to press my bottom foot. My toes are going to be platformed in a demi-point position. Hot potato, and 1. Bring it back. Don't roll back on your hip for this. 3. Lift up out of your side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From there, we're going to bring ourselves up to sitting. I'm going to place my back against the wall. If your hamstrings are tight, feel free to bend the leg that you are not stretching. If your hamstrings are also tight, use a strap for this especially, instead of just bending your knee. Use a strap to reach out. We're going to do ballet stretches here. We're going to place the strap around our foot and lift our foot up to underneath our underarm, trying to maintain a neutral spine against the wall while we do this. Flat shoulder blades, all 12 reps on. Base the skull and sacrum. From there, I'm going to take the straps, place them both in my opposite hand, and reach my leg across my body. Your hip can lift off the mat slightly. It won't feel as strongly as it does in other places. For this stretch, grab the straps in both my other hand, reach my arm to tap my fingers out to the side. Maintaining my sacrum stability against the wall. Come back to the center. Bending my foot. Bringing above my ankle, above my knee. I'm going to reach my hands long to the side and flat back bend over my bent leg. Looking towards the tips of my toes for a hip flexor stretch. And bring my foot out. I'm going to take my band and place it around the arch of my other foot. Choke up on the strap to where I need to be. Pull my foot up to my underarm. Finding neutral spine against the wall. Flat shoulder blades, 12 ribs on. Slight lift in my low back between my sacrum and my 12th rib. And a flat sacrum. I'm going to take my strap to my opposite hand. Pull my legs across my midline. My same hip as leg will rock off the wall slightly. This is more an exercise in stability rather than a stretch. This isn't as nice as you perhaps thought it would. Take both straps in your opposite hand, pull your leg to the side slightly, reach your fingertips towards the floor at an angle to help stabilize you. I really feel this one in my core, in my stabilization. I'm going to bring my foot across, taking above my ankle and resting it on the bottom part of my thigh, above my knee, not on my knee. I'm going to reach my hands wide. I'm going to flat back bend across that bent leg for a hip flexor stretch. From here, we just have some bridging, and then we have some cool down exercises, and we are all done, guys. So I'm going to take my strap, I'm going to toss it to the side, we no longer need it. I'm going to come down this way, pardon me, to a bridging position. Hold on behind my knees, tuck my tailbone, drop my spine. I'm going to platform my arms down by my side, walk my heels in towards my glutes, maintaining a neutral spine. I'm going to gonna tuck my tailbone, squeeze my glutes and hamstrings, and lift up into a bridge. The goal of the bridge is to have a straight line from your knees to your hips, to your underarms. I'm gonna articulate my spine now. Trying to lengthen my spine to sit down on my heels. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Inhale. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Make sure you have a nice soft sternum. Exhale to lower. From here, we're going to lift our booty straight up into a bridge and place it down all at once. No articulation. Everything will touch at the same time. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower in a straight line. Inhale. Squeeze to lift. Strong squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, lower. One more. Exhale, lift. Lift your right leg in the air. We're going to kick it down and up and lower and lift. I'm lowering knee to knee, not any lower, so I can maintain the level of my hips. 6, 7, and 8. Place your foot back down. Lift your left leg in the air. Squeeze your glutes to lift. Maintain even hips and lower and lift. Here, 7 and 6. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. Draw your belly to your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knee in and lower it down. Draw your knees to your chest. Rock from side to side. Hold them behind your knees. Woof. Come up to sitting. Come up to standing. We're going to stand against the wall. We're going to stand all the way up. We're not going to lean into the wall. We are going to be standing close enough so we can bend over and reach our feet without pressing our booty into the wall. There will be some press back, obviously, but I have about 3 to 4 inches between my heels and the wall. I'm going to bring my hands up into the air. Well, one hand, my left arm. My right arm's going to be by my side, stabilize me. I'm going to side bend towards the right first. Inhale. And exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale. Flip to the right. Inhale. Flip to the left. Strong, stable legs. Energy shooting through your feet. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. From there, I'm going to inhale my arms up and slim. Squeeze my glutes and hamstrings. I'm going to melt my chin and chest. Not letting my hips fall back into the wall. Really using all that glute strength that we just got from the bridge to roll down. Oh man, I'm way too close to the wall, right? Adjust as you need to. Fold over your feet. Shake out your neck. Nod yes. Nod no. And exhale to squeeze your glutes to pull all the way up. Float your arms down by your side. Inhale, nodding your chin to your chest, squeezing your glutes and hamstrings to stay away from the wall. Inhale to begin the articulation. Feeling the support in the front of your body as you articulate your spine back up, using all the articulation that we worked on today. One more. Inhale your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, nodding your chin to your chest. Articulate your spine down to the mat. Drawing your belly button to your spine. Shake your head no. Or yes, shake your head no. Shake your head both ways. And then inhale. Supporting my body through the front of the lift of the articulation. And lower my arms to my side. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.